Hello, it's Lori from Morgan County Public Library, and we're going to have beginner's yoga. I hope you had a good week. It's the warmer weather is back, so the snow is melting. We had that snow for a while. Wow. And my cat wants in, of course. Um, I want to talk about the same things that I always do at the beginning. Make sure that you're wearing comfortable clothes. Make sure that you go only as far as you can in a position. Don't force yourself to go farther. There is no right way. Uh, you need to keep your back straight and support your joints and what have you. But as far as being in the final pose, we're not doing yoga journal here, and it's not a competition. This is a journey that we're taking with ourselves and we're helping ourselves to de-stress and to exercise, um, with with the intention of being mindful and eventual meditation. So if you want to be doing yoga, you're not just doing the positions, you're doing the breathing, you're doing the meditation, and you're doing the poses. So, so I'm sitting cross-legged, and this is the yoga seat. And you want to make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are down, head straight on, and your hands can be at the heart center or in your lap, palms up, or you can place them on your legs. It's up to you what you want to do. And I want to say before we start, congratulations on taking care of yourself, because we've been going through a stressful year, and this is one way that we can take care of ourselves and de-stress. When we breathe, when we do yoga breath, we are telling our bodies to stop with the cortisol and stress response, to slow down and mellow out. And that's very helpful for your body. So, congratulations on that. Okay, so now that I'm in my yoga seat, I'm going to do my deep breathing. So I breathe in, fill up my lungs, feel my diaphragm press down, my tummy expands a little bit. That means I'm full of air. Hold it for a second or two, and then I let it out. Long, slow exhalation. Long, slow inhalation, long, slow exhalation. And when I'm finished exhaling, I stop for a second or two before I start breathing again. And I'm going to do this for 3 breaths. You can do it for 1 or 10 or however many, when you are on your own and you're not following me, you can stay in this position and do some meditation and being mindful with your body for as long as you need. So let us begin. Okay. So we're going to start with some standing. And I might have to move the computer around and move this mat around so that you can see me. I want you to see what I'm doing, including my head. Sorry, I'm the only one doing this all here by myself, so I don't have a production assistant to like make things perfectly right. Oh, that's not working. Huh. Maybe if I tilt it back a little bit. Well, you can't really see my feet. And the light's pretty bright. Turn that out. Turn on the side light. There. Okay. You can't see my feet, but I'll tell you what I'm doing with my feet. I'll show you. So first of all, we're going to get into mountain. And we did this last week. So you were standing with your feet. Let me let this cat in so she'll stop having a fit. Come in here, young lady. What are you doing? Huh? You're being difficult. She's like, I know, but I'll get what I want. Okay, so you stand with your feet a little bit apart. Let me show you here. So your feet are a little bit apart, right? About hip width. Okay. Down. Yeah, you lay down. And this is my cat, my special baby, my special baby. She's so beautiful. She's a little demanding though. She wants to nurse because she does that. She'll suck on this blanket. That's what this blanket up here is for. Is so this baby can nurse because she got taken away from her mommy too soon. And that's what she likes to do. But you have to lay down with her, see? And that's what she's like trying to tell me to do. But I can't do that. I'm doing this right now. So anyway, you're standing with your feet about hip width apart and you want to feel like a mountain. So you're tall, right? Tall, straight back, shoulders down. Your feet, your knees are not locked. You want them to be a little soft because you want to protect your knee joint. So then you stand with your hands to the side like this. Yes. I am a mountain. Kitty is rubbing on the mountain. Okay. I don't know why this isn't working this week. I have had problems on chair yoga too, but okay, she's just gonna do it by herself. Yay. Good Lord. Okay, I'm all in the frame now. Top of my head's cut off, but you know what I look like anyways. Don't matter. So you're standing in mountain, your knees are a little soft, they're not locked in. And we're going to do trees. So if you remember, you take your foot and you hold it up against your other leg and you learn to balance. And if this, I have my hands in front of me at the heart center. And if this is easier, then later on you might go with your hands up. Okay, and then another thing, you put it up higher, right? Here, 3. So me, this is easier. Well, I'm not going to do that now. I can't show you because then I might be right, not be right here. If you have trouble with balance, please get a chair or do this along the wall where you can hold on so that you don't fall down. You don't want to fall down, but you do want to, and so I just bent my knee a little bit to make it soft, and then the hands at the heart center. Feel yourself balancing on your foot. Feel like you're connected to the earth, because you are. All right. Now we want to do that on the opposite side. So again, we're standing in mountain. We bring our leg up and we put it right here to start. Balance. Put your hands at the heart center. Make sure your knee is not, whoops. Make sure your knee is not locked in. You don't want that. And you might think, well, that helps me balance, but you really, really don't want to put stress on your knees. A little bit of rocking and shaking is okay. That's normal. All right. Now we're going to do warrior 2. And this is my favorite pose. This is like my go-to when I'm doing yoga. This one and plank and chair. Those are my favorite ones because I feel like they really, for the amount of effort you put in, they really, really work your body. So what we're going to do is you're standing in mountain, take your right leg and put it out in front of you with your toes pointed in that direction, the right, okay? And then your other leg, you can do it like this. You can go back, that's great. You do not want your knee to go over your foot. You know, if you're doing that, then your foot needs to come out a little bit more. And then you stand. So there we are. We're in, this is the base. Then you take your hands, one after the other, and palm up with your arms straight, and then look gently, gaze gently over your fingers. All right. How did that feel? So remember, you don't have to have your legs wide apart. I've been doing warrior for years now, so my legs are wider apart than probably yours are going to be, and that's okay. No judgment. Don't judge your body. Don't judge yourself. Be your friend. Be your own best friend. So I want to make sure that my knees are soft. This foot is pointing this way, and this one is still facing straight. It's my stopper. So I recommend you get a yoga mat because it's sticky, and then you can hold this position better and use your bare feet. Socks would just slide. So going down into warrior. We're going to do this with our hands, palms up, and look over our fingers. Okay. So you can practice that. If you feel unsteady, again, make sure you have a chair or a wall or something to hold on to. If you feel unsteady and you can't hold that very well, you want to make sure you have something that you can grab onto so you don't fall down. You don't want you falling down. Now, this is a standing forward bend. This one I do not like. Well, I can't hold all the way down, and I've got tight back here, and I just can't get all the way down. So you're standing like you're in mountain. Your knees are soft. You don't want them hyperflexed. And just go forward. And then, but you want to make sure your back is straight. So you're hinging from the hips. You're hinging from the hips. Going down. This is an inverted pose, so you can stay here for some time if it's comfortable for you, and just be with yourself. This is the introspective pose. And gently. Stretches back there. So the front of the muscle is working too, because when this is stretching, this is contracting. Now, let's take a breather here. I'm going through these really fast. I want to get all these poses in for you. You know, in my own practice, I don't have all the lights on. I turn the lights off and I light candles, and I put some organic scents. Oh gosh, essential oils. Something that I like to smell. And I have a little bit of music. I have music in the background. And I really just get into myself. I'm in this inward practice, you know. So I might stay in a pose for a while and then come back out of it and rest for a minute and then go back into the pose for a while. And it might take me 10 minutes before I get to the next pose. So that's how I do it. And I consider it a stress release. It's therapy. It's therapy, pure and simple. Okay, so chair. You're standing in mountain, right? Your knees are a little bit flexed. And just sit down. And then put your arms out straight with the palms facing each other. And just do that as long as you can. It might only be, 10 seconds. That's okay. That's a start. And as you get going and you get stronger, you should be able to hold it longer. So mountain, knees soft, back straight, shoulders down, sitting, hands out, palms facing. Look at my baby. Yeah. Aggravating. Okay. So the next one is also one of my favorites. It's plank. And last week I showed you, but I need to tell you stuff about your hands because I kind of knew it intuitively. You want to protect your wrists. You don't want, you need to cup your hands a little bit when you're on the mat to kind of help your wrist be stronger. If that makes sense to you, try it. So you want to have your hands kind of cupped when they're out on the mat. Your back is straight. You kick your toes back. Let's see. You can't see my feet. Let me do it this way. See if you can see my feet better. There. Okay. I'm gonna do a lot of deep breathing because this really works out your core muscles in your abdomen, your back. All right. You can do that up against the wall if that's too hard. So get back away from the wall and put your arms on it like you're doing plank. And straighten your back and lean up against the wall. I used to do that at first because I could not do the plank very long. And I finally got to where I could do the plank on the ground instead of doing it up against the wall. But that's okay. If that's where you have to start, that is perfectly okay. Now here's another
this is going to be a back bend. So you're going to lay on your mat and you're going to keep your belly and your shoulders up off the mat. So, and you need to have your hands out flat, right? Your feet a little bit apart. And you're doing a back bend. It's a gentle back bend, but it is a back bend. This strengthens your lower back. It's called Cobra. Good. And to end, remember we had child where you lay down, put your head on the floor, and you put your hands behind you with the palms up. And I also showed you that you can, if you want to stretch out your shoulders, put your arms in front of you, stretched out. This is another introverted, introspective pose. You can stay here for a while and rest. Done a lot of hard work, so take advantage of those introspective resting poses. There, now she's gone. Another one that you can do to rest and relax is corpse, and I've showed you this one before, where you lay flat on your back, your legs spread out, lift your arms to palms up, and relax, and breathe. Stay there as long as you need. And I hope that you enjoyed this session and that you'll join me again next week for Beginner's Yoga. Bye.